population forecasting video, we will compare Beijing and Toronto, which are two of the most populous and dynamic cities in the world. Beijing has higher birth and immigration rate than Toronto, which makes its population grow faster. However, Toronto has more land and resources to support its population than Beijing, which has less space and more pressure. This graph shows the predicted population of Beijing and Toronto from 2020 to 2021. Beijing population will grow faster than Toronto's population, but it will also reach its carrying capacity sooner. Toronto's population will grow more slowly, but it will have more room for growth. This makes Toronto's population forecasting model more accurate, as there is less uncertainty. Population growth affects the real world in many ways. More people need more resources, but fewer people can cause economic issues. Both cities have to find a balance between population growth and sustainable development.
Real-world events or policies also affect the population growth of each city. For example, China's two-child policy in 2016 was accepted to raise the birth rate and population of Beijing. Another example is the COVID-19 pandemic that started in 2020. It lowered the birth rate, death rate, and immigration rate in both Canada and China. However, the pandemic hit Toronto harder than Beijing because of its higher density, more open immigration, and slower vaccination. Those examples shows that the population growth of each city depends on both the model and on certain factors in the real world. In summary, we have compared the population growth of Beijing and Toronto. We have found that Beijing will have a higher population size and growth rate than Toronto, but it will also face more challenges of overpopulation. Toronto will grow smaller and slower than Beijing, but also have more chance for sustainable development. However, our model has some limits and uncertainties, such as constant growth rate and capacity, and no data on climate, urban, and social effects. We suggest future research use more complex and dynamic models that can include those factors and give more accurate predictions. For example, we can use different rate and capacities for different group or region of the population. We can also use more data sources, such as census, surveys, or satellite images, to improve our model. Thank you for your listening.